Mm-mm. What's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
Let me fix this real quick.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up with the bang head bow?
Hey.
What's up? What's up? What is up, y'all? We're gonna
What's
wait for
going
some more
on?
people to come in
Yeah.
and join us, y'all.
Look at us out here with fans and stuff.
Yeah, she got her fan. I forgot
Ooh.
mine. But you know, we live, we outside.
We outside.
We live and we outside. We live. And we outside, y'all. Yes. How y'all doing?
How are y'all doing?
When y'all
today?
come in, if you can just
Tell us about y'all day.
Tell us about your day. We want some interaction going on in the chat, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all like the video, share it out. Share it out to your friends and family. Let them know we live. Tonight's gonna be a very good episode. Hey, Kalila.
Hey, Kalila.
How you doing? Kalila always gonna be tuned
That
in.
is my best friend, y'all.
Kalila, we appreciate the love and support.
Ooh, don't you start.
Always. We appreciate you.
Let me share this on my what's the name?
As we stated, when you come in, if you will so graciously like. Oh, he said he can't hear us. No sound.
Oh, can't nobody hear us?
He said no sound. Oh Lord. Kalila, can you hear us?
Kalila, can you hear? Yeah.
It's on.
Oh, she said she could hear us.
Okay, so
hey,
maybe
Rachel.
Hey Rachel. Hey cousin. Okay. Jamal, not sure what's going on. You may wanna.
I know sometimes we be too loud.
Yeah. Cause we said we live and we outside. Okay. Try to restart your phone.
Yeah.
Hey Shannon.
Hey Shannon.
We live and we outside.
Ooh,
we live and we outside. We go.
First of all, let me tell y'all, last week without us being on here felt so weird.
So super
felt
weird.
like we were missing.
Yeah.
Missing something.
Missing in action, but
hopefully y'all was looking for this.
Yeah, cause we missed y'all.
We missed y'all for real.
We definitely missed y'all.
Babe, I'm still going like this like the old folks. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
It's okay. It's all right.
Put your finger down.
It's all right. It's all right. All right. Oh, but we missed y'all. But
you said it's our phone.
No, I don't think it's our.
It can't be us.
It's not us. Let's see. It's not us. Yeah, it's probably your phone.
They're not like us.
They're not like us.
Hey.
They're not like us. Okay.
Copy the link. We finna get started.
He said it's his phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, my
all
bad.
Right.
My bad.
It's all right. It's okay.
My bad.
All right, y'all. We're going to give it 2 more minutes. 8:05 and we're going to get started. When y'all come in, if you can thumbs up this video, we would appreciate it.
And share
it out to your friends. Let them know that we are live. This is going to be a very he's on some reading his fundamental. All right, Jamal.
First of all, we're not doing
you know he likes to set up, bruh. Boo-bay. All right. If you could thumbs up the video, share with your friends, their family. This is gonna be a really good episode.
Yeah.
As we always say, we hope that you all are enjoying our content that we are bringing to y'all.
Yeah.
If there is content that we have not spoke about and you want us to talk about it, feel free to put that in the chat. And we're trying to gain more interaction when we do these lives. We're gonna do more lives and in the future. And let us know if y'all like when we go live.
I like going live.
Me too.
Feel more of a connection
with the audience. So that's what I believe. We got 1 more minute, y'all, and we're gonna get things started. So it's 8:05 and it's promise. What's up, y'all? It is your girl Brittany.
And it's your girl Bree.
And this is Listen Sis, your favorite podcast.
All right, today, and I know as y'all can tell from the title, this
Mhm.
one is going to be a good
Real good.
episode. We're not gonna be too long with y'all
Mm-mm.
because I know if it's like anybody, if it's like us, we done had us a pretty long day
Right.
at work, dealing with peopling. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, and I wanna just tell y'all the three topics that we're gonna be talking about. So the title, the simplicity of being you in a relationship.
Yes.
And I know a lot of times we tend to forget who we are when we're in a relationship, and we go through different things. We have different type of situations that happen, but we're gonna focus on 3 points tonight. Walls. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, so we have don't lose yourself. That's the first topic. Next, timing is everything, and the last one, don't be complacent.
Yeah.
So since you want to go on to chime in with the don't lose yourself or talk about your experience with losing your, both
yeah.
of us a lot.
Yeah. So y'all, we're gonna be real and honest, as we always are. We always talk about being our true and authentic self. So don't lose yourself in a relationship. I have experience where I have been in a relationship or in relationships. I haven't had that many, but I tend to forget about what I need, right? So you're always maybe
Your desires.
My desires, my wants, just what I needed. And so sometimes when you constantly think about others, or you're a giver, you empath, you always think about other people. So then when that happens, you tend to forget about you and those things that make you happy. And so I have lost myself. I found myself turning into, just not being myself. I was being maybe what I feel like they may have needed. Naturally I'm a nurturer. And so
both of
us. And so then at that point I felt as if me being a natural nurturer, they needed me with helping and that type of thing. And women, we are like helpmates. Anyway. So it's in our nature to help. And I think sometimes you can help so much that you don't want to be a hindrance, or you don't want to settle when being in a relationship. And so you have to always remember to keep your identity, but also allow them to be who they are. And just be
hard.
It is hard
because, and I say this, and I'm speaking from my point of it was like I was always put myself second. And it's okay to put your person, first or whatever, with dealing with whatever situation. But sometimes you need to put yourself first. With what you like or what you want to do. If we tend to want to see others succeed more than we seeing in ourselves. And yes, that can be a hindrance because it's like we're handicapping them and not allowing them to hold themselves accountable for different things, which causes us to think later on, like after this happen, you be like, well, dang, well, what was you gonna do if I wouldn't have? So what hole was I gonna fall in? Was you gonna help me? Was you gonna support me the same way that I'm supporting you?
So and that you said the key word, accountability. And oftentimes that we don't hold others accountable. We hold ourselves. You can only check yourself. But you have to hold other people accountable, and you cannot assume that they know where you stand. You can't assume that they know where you are, because things change, people change, life changes. And so it is good to have those check-ins with your person, and just y'all talk. And never stop, getting to know each other. But the key thing is no, it's okay.
We both be getting
excited. It's okay. We get excited. But the key thing is, don't ever lose yourself in a relationship, always have your own identity. Don't find you can't find your true identity in other people.
Yep.
You never pour so much of yourself that your cup is empty. Don't give so much of yourself that that you riding on fumes at this point like a car.
And you right here walking numb. Because I'm speaking from my experience. I had the time when I lost myself. I was walking around like a zombie. And I had people asking me, well, what's wrong? And I used to be like, nothing. They say, you good? I'm like, yeah, but in reality, I wasn't good. I didn't know what to feel, how to feel. I didn't even know what to say.
Right.
But I'm gonna say, okay, just so you gonna be in my business.
Right.
But I walking around like a zombie, that's not a good feeling to have. Because you be like, well, dang, what's my purpose? I'm looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
Not even realize who I am anymore. Like, I know what I want to do, but I'm feeling like I could barely get there because I'm so focused on somebody else. In the same way that I'm pouring into them, I'm expecting the same thing, but I'm not getting it.
And if you're not getting that, then what does that then you then are depleted at that point because they're full.
Yeah.
You done gave them the niggas, you have did the encouraging, you done did the building, motivating and everything, but what have you done for yourself?
That's why it's good to have those conversations and let me put the fan down. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Okay.
Have those conversations and talk about your boundaries and stuff prior to. And that's why it's also good that before you even enter into a new relationship, that you talk about your boundaries, talk about the things that are non-negotiables and stuff, so that they know this is a package that if we gonna go in this thing together, we need to go in as a team. Not I'm doing majority and you only doing half. No, we going 100 and
100. You coming whole, I'm coming whole, and we're gonna lean on each other.
Yeah,
and we're gonna support each other. We're gonna give, but you don't want it to feel like the other person is doing more, and you're not doing. You've done everything, or they're not doing it, or vice versa. They may feel like you ain't putting in enough.
Right.
So you got to do that checking of yourself as well. And not get so full of yourself that you feel like you have done and you're doing everything right.
And we may not want to do it. And it may sound crazy when we saying check your stuff with them, but that's good to do.
You got
to make sure that your head on straight, make sure that you not losing focus. And losing, yourself.
Yeah.
So I will never do that again.
No, definitely won't do it again.
Never.
And it's one of those things where when you don't know, you don't realize it until you are out of it.
Yeah.
So when you get out of that thing,
that sounds scary, but sometimes we have to go through stuff to realize where we came from.
That's right.
And to realize, okay, well, I need to take a shift or a different approach to this type of situation.
Yes.
So sometimes we may have to wait until after we have gone through that season in order to realize, okay, that wasn't it.
That wasn't it. And you go through those seasons, sis, because it's part of your story.
Yeah.
It's part of the story. So we had to go through that because it's somebody else that we're supposed to help that need this. That they may feel like they have lost themselves.
Yeah.
And you may feel like you can't find yourself again. Yes, you can. You can be restored. You can get yourself back up. You can pick yourself back up. You can say those affirmations. You can start focusing on you. You can start focusing on you, and you should never lose. Like we said, you should just never lose you. Trying to people please other people.
That was one of my biggest.
Mine too. People please other people. Yeah. And it can be a downfall.
And then if you don't pay attention and catch it while it's hot and while it's fresh, it's easily to slip off in the cracks because all you doing is saying yes. Okay, what you need? What you really not giving that person a chance to think for themselves because we're so natural at go ahead and fixing it right then.
We want to be
misfix it all the time. But what if Big G wants them to go through that phase to get closer to him, learn their lesson? We block it, they listen. So they ain't gonna never be able to.
Cause we feel like we the one that can do the changing, and we cannot.
We can't change nobody.
You cannot change anybody. You have to allow people, and you have to give grace, but you have to allow people to go through their metamorphosis.
Yeah.
You got to let them go through their metamorphosis, right? You do. In order for them to really learn and get the full change of what it is that they're supposed to get.
Yeah.
Because we all go through a metamorphosis season. Like that butterfly. We all go through that. We all start off in our, as a caterpillar. I call a caterpillar a baby.
Yeah.
When you a baby, you learn how to walk, you learn how to talk, those type of things. And then, get on up in there, you get a toddler. Get on up in there. You go for toddler and, adolescence, and then, you get into the adulthood, and you don't have to be, and I'm just saying that as a analogy, but God does take us through a season of metamorphosis where he's trying to, and when God is trying to do that thing, you got to allow him to do it. You got to allow him to do it. Don't you get in the way.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get in the way of what he could be doing for that person.
Yeah, and if we paid attention to it, speaking of the butterflies, if we paid attention to these butterflies, y'all, ain't none of the butterflies the same.
And they all different colors.
Got their different colors. So that's their size, different sizes. So we don't need to be, like we saying, comparing to other people's relationships.
Right.
Just because they have this, or say for instance, they started talking 2 months ago and now they already married and they finna get a house and all that. Okay, that's their story. That's not your story.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes we get so caught up in it that going right into our next thing.
That's it.
With timing. Timing is everything.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. We got to turn on the big wheel coming down here. Anyway, timing is everything. Yeah. We need to. Women, I can definitely say.
Oh yeah.
We are so fixed on rushing.
Yeah.
going fast. Oh, I like you. I got a little feeling, so I think I need to make you mine.
Listen. Well, what you waiting on?
What you waiting on? And I think it's because our dreams and our hopes and goals is like, getting somebody, we're gonna get married, the whole fairy tale dream that we have, and that's not real. It's not reality. It's not authentic.
No.
When you think about it, so the slow process, the
slow
cooker, like we talked about before, but everything just takes time. We don't have to rush because, and that's why it's always good to see people in different seasons.
Yes.
If you think about it, these seasons going slow too. We got to see, how you are in the springtime.
Yeah.
When it get hot outside, you gonna be a hot boy?
You gonna be hot boy?
Or you gonna be a hot girl?
You wanna be outside.
You're right. Talking about the black is hot.
You talking about the black is hot.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? Are you gonna go outside with the hot folks?
Right.
Or are you gonna continue to focus and stay on the path that you're supposed to be on?
Right.
And if you're talking to somebody, y'all need to be focusing on each other. Big G first.
Okay.
But then each other come so that y'all can continue to have those tough conversations. Needed conversations to move and progress along y'all journey. And if it wasn't called a journey, everything be fair. That's why it's called a journey, because it's supposed to go slow.
It's not
take time.
Because it's not a race.
It's not.
Why we're in a rush to get there. And we're not saying don't have, like you said, boundaries. We're not saying don't know your word. We're not saying that. But we're saying you can't rush the journey.
Right.
You can't rush the process. You can lay those things out there, but it's only Big G that knows that perfect timing, because his timing is perfect anyway.
Because trust me, I definitely had to tell myself. I'm sure sis had to tell her. So we have to have come to Jesus meetings with ourselves all the time. And then just like when we say finding your person that you can talk to, your missus, we talk about certain things to help each other out, to think things clearly.
Yeah.
And we be like, look, I need to chill out. I need to
listen. Come straighten me out. Cause see, I'm doing too much. You have to. If you can't, you always need somebody that can just tell you, listen here. You need a reality. You need an attitude adjustment, because you're not always right. it also is one of those things where even also, you know, to kind of piggyback, right?
Go ahead.
When we say don't lose yourself, we also can't I'm trying to remember what I was finna say, sis. It was right there on my tongue. Y'all, I done forgot what I was about to say.
You had so many things going on.
Oh my God, I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, the timing.
Yeah.
We just cannot rush. It's not a race, y'all. And just know that if you are in a relationship, you take the time to get to know that person, because we all come from different walks of life, right? And people being vulnerable, it takes time for that.
Yeah.
It takes time for people to be able to open up. It takes time for people to be willing to share, because they have trust is a big thing. Yes, because they don't want to be judged.
We done came from all different type of backgrounds, different relationships.
Yeah.
Once you get in a relationship and if it doesn't go right, we're scarred after that.
Yeah.
Period. We're scarred, yes, and we learn the lesson, but we have to deal with, you know, readjusting and putting the past behind us. Like, you know, because I know all of us do it. We be like, well, shoot, this is the same thing that they did. This is the same thing that they did. Yeah. Okay, but we don't need to hold that over anybody's head.
You can't,
because that person is different.
Yeah.
It's a different person, but you can notice if you seeing the same different qualities and
just a different person
with a different body.
Right.
Because I've had that.
And that may also be you lack discernment.
Right.
So you have to be able to discern,
yeah.
And just like I say, get to know people.
Because nobody's perfect.
We ain't perfect.
First of all, let me say this real quick. Sorry, sis.
It's fine.
But we have to realize that in whatever relationship that we're in, ain't nothing gonna be peaches and cream all the time. It's not gonna be peaches and cream, y'all. So we have to stop thinking that well, if I argue with this person, that means it's the end of the road. That's what that timing is for. See how the recovery is from that argument. And it's supposed to be a healthy argument. You know what I'm saying? Well, both sides are being viewed, and then the understanding is coming behind it. Not we calling each other out of each other names. That's toxicity there. Yeah. We don't need that. But when we are, you know, figuring out, okay, well, how can we adjust to this? Like, what are we going to do different if this situation come up again? So then I know how to treat you. I know how to listen to you. I know how to hear you, see you, and feel you, instead of me shutting down, not talking to you for 3-4 hours, not talking to the next day. That's unhealthy. We're human. I'm gonna say things happen, but if you will know when you start to grow, when you start to feel like, dang, I needed to go on and call them back.
Yeah. Oh my God, that just happened to me today. Right. Because I felt the toxicity wanting to rise up in me and say, oh, I'm not going to call him and I don't want to talk to him, you know, because we may have had a disagreement.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know and I don't want to be toxic. I know that I've been there before.
Yeah.
And what does that? I'm hurting myself.
Yeah.
I'm only hurting me. I cannot grow by doing the same thing and expect different results. I have to do something different to see different results. And if you are wanting to grow, if you are it's one of them walks where you like, dang, man, I want to be toxic today. I don't want to do. I should be real,
right?
You know, I want to be toxic today. They don't deserve to talk to me. I don't want to talk to them.
Right.
But then at the same time, you like, man, I love them. You know what I'm saying? I care about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you have to talk. That's when I had to have the conversation with myself and say, man, Brittany, you only hurt yourself. And things happen so fast.
And you know why? Because first of all, we have different triggers from the past that may cause us to want to display them toxic behaviors. And so it'll be like, shoot, you done hit me somewhere that I said I was never going back to. So it's like different situations, different things will make you want to act that way, and then you be like,
and when somebody does hit that button or push that button, you might have thought you was already healed from that trigger
until that situation
until it reoccurs. You be like, oh, I thought I was always healed. Maybe maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not all the way healed. You know what I'm saying?
You know what happened? Then you go here. Let me go and sit up there.
The therapy session. Cause I got some more work that need to be done. I got some more work that need to be done. Cause here I am. They done press that button. And baby, when they press that button,
all type of old emotions and stuff start.
No, that listen, that mouth. Now I know I ain't the only one. Cause I'll be ready to start, you know, saying a few words.
Yeah.
And then and it kind of it will put you out of your character.
It will,
and you know, you just,
and anybody that's worth putting you out of your character 24/7 all day long, they ain't worth your time. No, because first of all, I'm not finna. If you messing up my peace, you got to go.
Oh yeah,
not me, but you got to go.
If we cannot talk to each other like adults, if we cannot talk to each other in a healthy way,
right,
and because sometimes you do have to allow that space in between time for them to gather their thoughts, for you to gather your thoughts. Y'all, you can't have a conversation and it becomes a screaming match. You saying things, you hitting below the belt, calling, you know, you may say something you don't mean and you regret it in words. You cannot take them back.
Right.
You can't take those things back. So you got to allow that time. You gotta allow that time to process. And everybody does not process everything the way that you do.
Yep.
We are two different people. Right? I don't know how my man may process things.
Yeah.
And he may not know how I process things.
But when the conversation you can understand each other better.
We can understand each other better.
I'm big on communication, y'all. I'm a big talker. I mean, like, especially when I'm on that one-on-one level with you or whatever, or even with sis, baby, me and sister stay on the phone. Some hours and just be talking about everything about life and all of that. So I'm big on communication. I've definitely had my experience with somebody who I was not a good communicator, and I didn't like that. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't. I mean, it was no progression.
No.
Or the conversation would be had, and you blowing up on me.
Right.
Well, I'm just trying to help. You know, not help physically, but I'm just trying to see where your mind is.
See where your mind is. And the thing is, you can't communicate by yourself.
Right.
You can't talk by yourself.
Right.
So the thing is, the communication, it does have to happen on both ends. But it should not be that Bree is always ready to have a conversation. It should not be where Brittany always ready to have a conversation.
Because then you're definitely gonna feel like, oh, here we go again. She got something to talk about.
She nagging. She ready to nag.
But the thing is, when you go ahead and talk and go ahead and verbalize with each other and have an actual dialogue with each other, then you won't think that the person is nagging. We just need some understanding.
That's it. Listen, because that's what them girls escape said. Because it's simple at 1, 2, 3. Understanding is what
I need from you.
It's understanding. For us to communicate.
To hear what I say. What I gotta say.
To hear what I gotta say. What I need from you is understanding. So simple.
Yay. Hey. 1, 2, 3.
Understanding is what we need,
right?
And understanding is what we need on both sides. Y'all. We're not talking. We cannot speak from a male perspective. Y'all.
We only speaking from the women.
We're only speaking from the women's perspective. But we are saying that you have to allow that time, allow the process to happen. While the process is happening, you have to trust the process. You cannot rush people. You cannot rush people to have a conversation.
Right.
But you do have to have them at the right time.
Right.
You do. You have to. And you just have to.
And along with that time, man, we're gonna get to our third one because then we'll get the rumbling and bumbling. So the last one is like, don't become complacent while you are in your relationship. friendship building up, because that's what I meant to say about that time. And because you have to start as friends with rushing. You take that, build that foundation, become friends. Because I'm telling you, I've never had the chance of going super slow and you know, taking my time to get to know somebody like that. It was always rushed. So yeah. So yeah. But anyways,
always rushed, and you didn't give it time.
Yeah, like you just rushed. You just I had to say that before I lost.
And then the thing is, you may be idolizing being in a relationship. Like, you can't idolize a relationship, and you can't force a relationship, and you can't force somebody to be with you. You can't force people to communicate with you. You cannot force that. But you can control you.
And if that friendship is the foundation, that's solid, built on big G or whatever, then when y'all not talking, it's gonna feel awkward. Because you be like, my best friend.
Yeah. It's gonna feel like a piece is missing to the puzzle. And so when that comes, it's one of those things where you just like, dang, what my person at? Like, I miss my friend. I want to talk, and that's the person you can sit down. You can talk to them about anything. I'm talking about, you can tell you can talk to them about your deepest, darkest things that you that you may tell somebody you gonna take to the grave. But that is your person, your best friend.
You feel so comfortable enough to just. You don't have nothing to hold back.
And you can be yourself. You're not being judged. You're not being
as goofy as
you want to be. You are just able to be a kid,
right?
All over again.
A kid in a candy store.
A kid in a candy store. And so that friends, you gotta be friends first.
That's big.
Be friends first, and get to
and speaking with the being friends first. So with the complacency thing, like whatever it took for you
to get
them at the beginning, I feel like those things should still carry on. No, if you 75, 85, still put, pull my chair out, make me fall on the ground. Any little thing, the little funny
Come
stuff,
on now.
I'm just saying, get a little water gun.
Little water,
hide behind the counter and spray me with the
water gun. Right.
I'm just saying, like, any little thing.
It's a small little stuff. I mean, if you started out buying the flowers, what happens to the flowers? Right. If you started off, buying little candy, little stuff, whatever your person did or was doing, whatever you were doing, right? Whatever you was doing,
just because. Without somebody having to bring it up. Because that is so irritating to me. To where I feel like I shouldn't have to keep bringing up something that that we used to do, or when things was good, whatever. And I'm saying the same thing over and over again, and you still not hearing me.
And the thing
that means that you haven't learned me.
Right. And the thing is, if you listen to your person, flowers, Jamal. So if you listen to your person, you know what your person needs. You just got to be in tune with that person. So if you're not in tune with that person, you would then become complacent and be like, well, we already in a relationship. I already, we already talking about, if it's talking about marriage, or we talking and it's going to lead to that. You already done got bred back and got real complacent. No. Go on dates.
And it don't matter about
it. Don't matter about the price. It don't matter about none of that.
I done made some work with my last $16 that I'd have had before, because I ain't always got it. But when I tell you, I will, whatever it takes to make my person happy. I'm going to do it.
Whatever it is.
We could go get us a little lunchable.
Yeah, listen. We can spread out the house, the whole spread.
We can sit in Indian style right here on a sheet. And when I tell you, pull up the phone, pull up a YouTube movie. I ain't even talking about Netflix.
Pop it up.
Pop that phone up. And when I tell them feet gonna be dangling like this.
Have a little fruit. Have some little sandwiches.
I'm telling you.
And it's the small things. And now there are some people that require other things. Right? And we're not knocking the folks that require those things, right? But as for me, For both of us, we, you know, and it's a simple thing. It's a simple things, and then also you doing the simple things. You want your people, you know, that person that you're involved with to do those simple things. But it's okay for you to do those kind of gestures sometimes for that person as well. Yeah, you want to be appreciated.
Just like it's just like, say for instance, you know, we like to be outside. But you can take me in the car to go look at the sunset.
Yeah. It's really simple. I don't care. Things like time don't cost nothing. What you can do is what you do with that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you it's all about you showing that person that you value them. Yeah. You show that person that they are appreciated, you respect them. You because time is winding, right? You don't always think you have time to do things, right? Don't always think that you're gonna, that person will be here tomorrow. That person will be, we don't know. We're gonna hope that person will be here. We're gonna hope that, but you just never know. And don't put out what you can do today.
Right.
You can put out tomorrow. Love on if you in a marriage, love on your husband, love on your wife. Yeah. Love on them. Let them know how much you care about them. If you got to rebuild, if y'all may be hitting a rocky time right now, and if y'all need to rebuild y'all relationship, rebuild. And whatever that look like. If y'all got to start back, like y'all just start meeting each other.
In elementary school, you got to write for Valentine's Day. Do you want to be my Valentine?
Or do you like
me? Yes or no?
Do you enjoy still being married to me? Yes, no, or maybe.
And it's okay. Because, you know, people change. We all change. And I know that's a big fear with everybody thinking that the change is going to be a bad thing. But change can be good.
Change can be real good.
Especially if you're talking to each other. And if you're continuing to learn that person. That's why I feel like with the years coming and stuff, and whoever I'm with or whatever, I'm going to do check-ins. Like, I feel like it's healthy.
It is.
You know, it was something that I could do to change. Or are you satisfied with this?
Yes.
And are you, do you feel loved enough? Do you feel cared for?
Right.
Those type of questions are needed to have, because your person is constantly changing. You can change within a month.
And you should always be getting to know your person. You should not know everything about your person.
Yeah.
You are supposed to know something. You should be growing. You should be growing with that person.
With them.
And learning your person every single day, because that person, if that person met you and you was in your 30s, you're gonna be dealing with a totally different person when the next year, the following year, when they turn 40, it's going, because also things are going to change physically.
Yes, all of that
gonna change. So you have to just learn and grow with your person.
And even with going into the marriage thing. Speaking from being once married before, whatever, but it's like you're not gonna be perfect going into a marriage.
Right.
You still learning. Daily about your person. So don't think that you have to be this and it's gotta be bloop, 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 bloop. No, some things you're not gonna learn until you get married.
Right. But you do,
and that's it's just what it is.
Right. But I will say this, and this is like married or not married.
Yeah.
Right. I've never been married before. But I will say you do have to stand in agreement.
Yeah.
You do have those non-negotiables. You do have to stand in agreement. And you do have to both of you guys have to let each other know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm looking for. These are my expectations. These are my boundaries. And y'all have to just walk in agreement. Right? And you have to trust. You have to trust
the process.
You have to trust the process. And you have to trust that person that you are with to lead you.
Yeah.
You have to trust that.
Because it could be scary.
It can.
Definitely. You're coming to an agreement on something that you really don't agree in. And then you'd be like, well, and we got to come to some type of compromise in order to make this work.
Yeah. And you have to compromise.
And have a meeting.
Yeah. A meeting.
So where you can, y'all won't be at each other's throat.
And where both sides are happy. Where both sides are, they feel like their opinions are being valued.
Yeah.
Because it's not me.
Yeah.
It should be how are we going to progress? How How does this look like? What does this look like for us?
And my thing is, if you are not ready to focus on we in a relationship or a marriage, I feel like you should just continue to be by yourself.
Just be by yourself. If you
have a selfish mindset, selfish spirit, all of that, just be by yourself until you're actually ready to share. You know, those things, because you're gonna have to use the same bathroom. You might have different bathrooms, but sometimes you're gonna end up having to use the same thing.
Yeah.
And don't be blowing up if somebody drank all the orange juice and you got a cone a little.
My.
You know?
And that's
because I'm the only child.
And don't leave that corner in there. Just go ahead and get all of it.
Just get all of it.
Just get all of it.
Buy a new one.
Buy another. Get another one, or be like, I drank the last little bit of
Tell me.
Because don't let me go in there. I got my good old waffle and sausage. And I go in there and want me some orange juice. And it gone. Ain't none.
Yeah.
So
don't have me looking for my popsicles that I done bought in the freezer. And they all gone.
All gone.
Or one little.
Just replace it. Or at least say you ate it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We can get replaced, or you can just replace it. And it be like those type of things. Y'all, we ain't saying have no argument about those type of things, but those are things that people will fight about.
Yeah.
People
if you're not ready
they will fight about it, and you have to listen. Compromise. Like I said, my sister's been married before, and you have to compromise, and you have to, if you're not willing to give up some of your rights for somebody else's wrong, you definitely ain't ready. You definitely not ready.
Just stay by yourself.
Just stay by yourself.
Ready. And it's okay. It's just not your time.
It's just not your time.
And it's okay.
But you got to be. Right. But you have to be real with yourself, and you have to. I guess you have to have that reality check with yourself, and you know when you ready.
Yeah.
Do that work, and you can do the work while you with somebody.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep. So needless to say, we just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all briefly about the simplicity of being you, and with some love.
Little nigga.
Wait, as a couple, everything is shit right. Somebody have to drink the
last corner. Just replace it. Just replace it. Just replace it. And listen, when you ain't gonna have to hear the woman mouth. You ain't gonna have to hear her nag and say, who let that corner or juice in him? Baby, you might well got it.
I'd rather you just go on and finish it out.
Just finish it out.
But needless to say, y'all, we just want to get on here to talk about these little bullet points, and just don't lose yourself, not being complacent, and just I just want to encourage everybody. Like, if you are seeking
because you got to be
courtship.
Seeking.
I like to be dated.
Listen, date me, pursue me.
Tell me to put on a little dress and a little heel.
Put on my red dress and slip on my high heels.
Oh, don't tell me what to wear now.
Listen, don't you tell me be ready by 7. Oh, baby, I'm gonna be ready by 6:30.
5:30.
Oh, 5:30.
I'm taking out work at 12.
Listen, Linda. Let me tell you.
Wait a minute,
baby. Don't tell me you got be ready at 7 o'clock. Don't tell me what you want me to wear, and don't just surprise me.
Listen.
And
don't, and then I'm sorry, y'all. I done got on something else.
It's okay.
Let me tell you,
ladies, if y'all feel us in the comments, y'all let us know. Say I feel you.
But listen, sis, I love when I don't have to think about anything, because coming from a place of always thinking about something, coming up with the result and figuring it out, to be able to relax your mind.
That's a
different type of feeling.
And then too, sis, we can't always assume that a man knows that either, right? But then you have to express that to your man and let him know, hey, these are some things that I desire, and if he listening, he'll know. So I hope they listening, right? I hope that they listening, because I like to be surprised. I like my flowers.
I am a big surprise person. I think that come from my family. We are big on surprising, doing things for people, just making people happy and stuff like this. So I'm big on surprise. I'll pop up real quick and have it. Boom. I relate.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get up out here.
Yes.
Most women always.
And we, But if you tell her to be ready by 7, I promise you, she gonna be ready.
She gonna be ready.
You're
gonna have a different type of speed.
A different type of speed. Because it was thought about.
Yeah,
thought about. I'm saying? It was planned out.
Yeah.
And that's what us women we like.
We like that.
We love that.
We love stuff like that.
We love to be wine and dine.
Yeah.
That type of thing. We love that.
It don't take much.
It don't take much. It don't.
But anyways, y'all, let's get up on top of this thing. We thank y'all for chiming in and talking and giving us good conversation. And we just appreciate y'all for tuning in with us tonight.
We do.
So just make sure that y'all stay locked in. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
And send this to somebody. Hopefully this can encourage people to, if they ready, go on do what you
gonna do.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Take your time, but
take your time. We're not saying rush. But we're also saying if you know that it's on your heart and you being led to do it, just go ahead on and do it. It's okay. You don't have to be. You don't have to be any of that. You have, and if you have that person that you show enough trust, listen. Just honor, respect, value, and don't take it. We telling ourselves we know we can't take people for granted. Right. We what we telling y'all. We tell ourselves that we have to love, honor, and cherish. That person, but. If that's not being reciprocated, you need to reevaluate that relationship. It should be 100 and keep each other cup full.
Right.
Keep each other cup full. Encourage one another. You know what I'm saying? And just trust the process. We're gonna leave that with y'all. Trust the process, y'all. Do that.
Tune in.
We
gotta do our
stay locked in.
Affirmation.
Yeah. Stay locked in, y'all, and everything gonna be well, y'all.
All this
we're not we ain't not no relationship gurus,
but we speaking from what we done been through.
We speaking for what we been through, and that's all we can do, right? So that's what it is. So we like to do our affirmations, and if you're new to our channel, what we like to do is say our daily affirmations. We speak those things that we want to become.
Yeah.
So that we manifest those things as if we are already there.
Right.
And what you speak, you shall become. All right.
Power death is in the tongue.
Oh, yes, Lord. It's in it. You better speak. It's in the tongue. Yeah. So I always speak positivity, y'all. Get away from them negative Nancy's, all them negative vibes. Get away from that negative energy, y'all. Anybody trying to keep you down, complaining.
Yeah.
Get away from those people. You have a choice to do that. Right? You're welcome, Caligula. So yeah, that. All right, so y'all ready? I'm worthy.
I am worthy.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am worthy. I think I just said that. Okay, so
I'm worthy times two.
I'm worthy times two. Jesus. I am enough.
I am enough.
And I will always be my true and authentic self.
I will always be my true and authentic self. Yes. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you all next week on This Is Your Favorite Podcast. Bye.